Welcome to the second week of Web Framework Programming class. Today we will discuss about simple routing and view. Okay, this is our outline for today about what is routing, where is the location of the routing files, why routing is important, why we use the routing, how many types of the routing in Laravel, how can we define, and then about view. After the routing, we learn about view, where is the location of a view, and we will make a simple case study for website of bakery shop. Okay, before we begin, you should have already version. You already have PHP 7 version or later. And then you should already install Composer. Make sure you can create Laravel 7 project in the directory. Actually, you not need the directory, the project in this directory, the htdoc of the same directory. If you use the artisan serve, this one, you can put anywhere in your computer if you use PHP artisan serve. But maybe if you want to use PHP artisan serve, and also you can use the SAM service, you should put it in htdocs of the SAM directory. Okay. For the whole semester, we will make project of new project in Laravel, and we will use it again and again and again until we finish the class. So in the semester, we will use one project for the workshop. You can use any name of the project, but I will use bakery shop according with the topic of the application. Okay, the application is about bakery shop, so I will use folder bakery shop, project folder bakery shop. Okay. Maybe because we not yet complete our last week, and you continue yourself by using video, I will show you about the creating new projects. Okay, this is the IDE. We use Visual Studio Code, but you can also use any IDE, for example, Sublime, etc. I think the most popular right now is this one, and Sublime, Visual Studio Code and Sublime. Okay, after you create the project, make sure you can run the project. You can use either service from PHP Artisan, local by using PHP Artisan Serve in the terminal, and we can access our website via localhost port 80,000. Okay, I will create the project first. For creating project, we have to focus on the folder that the project will be saved. So I will put it in there is SAM 7 in my computer. This one maybe in your computer just SAM, but in here in my computer is SAM 7 because I have several version of SAM, and not all project is transferred into SAM 7. So I will use SAM 7 folder here. and then to htdoc. htdoc, and then we create the project, this one. We can create the project by using Composer. I already opened the page here. Composer, create project, minus prefer this Laravel 7 blog. Blog is the name of the project. So I will use Bakeryshop here. Okay, I will put it in chat also. Maybe you need to run it also in your computer. Bakeryshop. Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes.
For the PPT, in the chat, we don't find any PPT.
In the chat?
We not found any PPT. You said you...
Okay, maybe I will upload it again. Okay, you can you found in PPT right now in the chat. Happy set topic to simple routine. Okay, can you found it? Still not shown. Okay, I will try in ULS. Okay. This one ULS. I think there is some trouble. Maybe I should drag it here. I will put it in my drive, and then I will share in the drive. Okay. Share. Okay, I will put it here. This one. You can open the drive by using this s.id/Daniel_share. Okay, I will put the URL in the chat. This one.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next. Okay, I will put it here, and then running the project, create project. This one. Name of the project is bakery shop. This one. So this will create a project Laravel on Laravel 7. And the name of the project is bakery shop. This project will build a folder with the same name with this one. So we will need there will be a new folder named bakery shop in the HDoc. Okay, we will wait a minute until the composer is finished. Okay, actually, if you already have a new composer project, you can copy it manually and then maybe rename it. So, for example, if you already have blog project from our previous via video, you can just copy the blog folder and then put in HDoc and then rename it to, for example, bakery shop. Yeah, so you don't need to run it again. Compose with compose.com composer, the composer. If you already have the project, it can be used for a master project. You can copy it for your new project. Okay, while waiting this one, we will continue the topic. Okay, next, about routing. In web development, root is a path to heading for a certain web page. Maybe your web application have several pages, so routing is defining by what path, what URL to heading for your certain page. Routing is internal mechanism for manage root or path in the web application. Okay, the routing implement concept request and response. It was for header from HTTP protocol, so it can be used for get, post, delete, put, and fetch. Maybe for the first upload routing, we just use the get type, request type, get request type. Next, if we already have a database, we will use post, for example, for inserting data, delete for removing data, puts maybe also for inserting or editing data, and also paths. Okay, you can see more about routing documentation from here. So there is basic routing, redirect routing, and view routes, and we will learn it later. And then route with parameters, and then also there is named route. Okay, we will learn about these three sections: basic routing, route with parameters, and named routes. Okay, this one already finished. With Visual Studio Code, you can open the project by using this one. File open folder. File open folder. Remember that we already create the project in with name bakery shop, so we can open the folder bakery shop. File open file. In my computer in SAM7 is the doc bakery shop. This one. This is our new project. Sorry, this one open file. I should use open folder. Open folder, this one. SAM7 is the docs bakery shop. Okay. Okay, the benefit of using Visual Studio Code, we can use terminal in this IDE environment. That maybe not, there is no like this in Sublime. Okay, we can use the terminal for doing, for example, servicing the project. We will service it by PHP Artisan. PHP Artisan. So, okay, we can open our project by using this address, this one, or localhost. This one can be replaced with localhost 800 extortion. This one. Okay, this is the default Laravel project, or we can use localhost here. Localhost. Or because we put it in some service, in some htdoc folder, we can also use localhost. My some service use port 8007, and then the name of the project bakery shop, and what we use for public, what opening for public is in folder public. So we should do error this one, project as public, this one. This is the same, but this one is much smaller size of the URL. Okay, in your computer maybe it not need to put the port here. Maybe your SAM is already use the default folder, the default port 80. The default port is 80, and it not need to put it because it is the default. But in my computer, I use another port here. So this is using service from SAM, and this is using service from PHP Artisan. But it is the same. Okay, this one. Make sure you can run the project either using service from PHP Artisan shop or from some service. Okay. Okay. You should already create the project and can run this one. Okay, I will check it first. Yemima, are you ready with this page? The default page of new project of Laravel. Yemima, Noval, and Zata, and Yudhistira. Yeah.
I'm not done yet, sir.
Okay. No, you in what process?
Creating the project, the file.
Okay. 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 We will waiting. Yudhistira, ya. Yudhistira.
But you can continue, sir.
Okay. Okay. I will continue. Maybe you can wait project.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Will you upload this recording later on the ULS?
Okay.
This record please.
There is a record in YouTube.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will put the link in ULS. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Actually, there will be an exercise in the last of the slide, and you have to done it before midnight. So, maybe the recording is not yet complete by midnight, maybe, but I will try it. Okay. This one, yeah. Routing and how routing works. We will put some URL for our web application, and the URL will be passed and will be find the matching route. If not found, the Laravel will out HTTP error, and if it found, the Laravel will process with the request. So this one, maybe you can see in the Laravel here. This is the Laravel. This one is the same with using slash localhost 8000 slash this one. So it must be there is root for this URL. And if we put an URL that there is no root yet, for example, hello, this URL maybe will be placed here. Pass the URL, hello, find the matching root. Is there any URL root with hello? If not, then we'll open the HTTP error page. This one. HTTP error page not found. Okay, because this URL cannot found in the routing setting. Okay, we will see the routing setting here. In folder roots, there is web.php. This is the routing setting. There you go. There is one routing. This one. This is default routing in the new project of Laravel. If there is slash, this one slash is similar with this one. slash or without anything. This one. This is also a slash. If we using slash, then return view will come. View will come. View, we will learn it later, but I will show you here. View reset in resource views. Resource views. So if you want to know where is the Laravel, this Laravel came from, this came from the view will come. View with name will come. The view is here. Views. There is welcome.blade.php here. Welcome.blade.php. So this one should there is Laravel sentence. This one the CSS. CSS. Still CSS. The CSS style. And then this one might be used for login, if there is login or not. And then that one. This is the Laravel sentence. If you edit it, for example, hello Laravel. Hello Laravel, and save. And refresh it. This one, hello Laravel. So the welcome page is the page we open it. And there is doc here, link of doc Larakesh News blog Nova. This one, docs Larakesh News blog Nova. Extra. Okay. So there is a root here. The root opening the view result. The return is the view. The view goes here. View with name will come. It will be open the welcome.blade.php. If you have, for example, hello. Okay. For example, what we use it, hello. Oh, sorry. Hello. So if we use this one, hello, and we still use, for example, the welcome, the hello URL will still open the welcome. This one. Sorry, I have to save it. Save. And if we use hello, it still open the hello Laravel, the welcome.blades.php. Okay, because hello already registered in the routing setting file. If we remove it, we can use hello, we cannot use hello anymore. And it goes to page not found. Okay. This is the hello. Okay, we will run it later here. Next. The routing syntax in Laravel have 6 type: get, post, put, patch, delete, and option. But first we will use this get type. Post, put, patch, and delete, we will use it after we study about database. In syntax, there is a method get or put or pet, and then the URL, this one, the URL, who is the URL, and then what to the handling on or responding. This one, for example, return hello world. Just return text, hello world text. Okay, I will create this one in the project here. Maybe you can also trying it for your project. Get who function return hello world. Okay, so if we access the foo, it will return hello world. We will check foo. This one hello world. This one came from the directly returning string here. This one returning view. This one is returning HTML text actually. Another one also it return a controller, but we will study about controller next week. Okay, this one. Foo is a syntax to accept URL foo. This one can be accepted by our application because we already register the foo here. Okay, the base URL depend on your web service type. Also, it can be used here public/foo. This one. Okay. The function returning hello world is an request by returning hello world text. The routing location we already review it in here. In routes, there is file name web.php. This is the routing file, the routing location. Okay, then root can return HTML text, for example, this one. This our example is HTML text. You can use HTML tag, yeah, tag. For example, it's one for heading one. This one. This is use HTML tag heading. It's one. Or for example, underline. This one underline, or maybe another HTML like table or button, input, type, button, value. Maybe you already learn it in the web application programming class. Click me. this one. Okay, so it can be used function. Usually we will use controller here. Controller if we open some process and the process will returning the HTML. Very not familiar use if we use or put the HTML in here directly. Usually use controller. Okay. Or view. This one, view. View roots. If you use view roots, you can use this like this one, returning view. Or also you can use root double point view. Root view like this one. For example, welcome. Welcome will this one. Welcome is the URL. The same with this one. And the view name is set here. Welcome. This one. So this one is similar with if you use another syntax. Okay, this is the similar. This root and this root is similar. Okay. View root with view. You can also use another parameter here for if there is data, for example, an argument or something. The third optional, the third is optional. You can use it or not. But if you use it, it can be used for argument or parameter. Okay. Okay, there's a trivia. Maybe you will need to answer it. If there is 3 root here, consider the following root syntax. There is 3. How many URL can be accessed? How many URL can be accessed? How many? 3. Yeah. The root, the hello world, and the selamat datang. Okay, we will put the selamat datang here. Selamat datang. And then hello world. Maybe we will the hello world. Okay, hello world. Hello world. Returning hello world 4%. Hello world 4%. We'll remove the button. This one is similar with the slide. Yeah. Okay. How many URL can be accessed? We can access this one. Sorry. This one. We can access this one. And then slash welcome. Oops. Welcome. Oh, welcome. There is no welcome here. Selamat datang. Hello world. Hello world. Oh, sorry, there is an error here. Root view. Welcome. Sudah. Oh, error. Wait. Look at view. Welcome. Return. Selamat datang. There is an error on the routing. Class root not found. There is a class root not found. I will remove it first. This one. And maybe there is an error here. And so, return. Okay. 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 Hello world. Hello world 4%. So there is an error in here. There is an error here. Return view. Welcome. Oh. Welcome. Oh, sorry. This is root. It should be root without S. This one. Root. Okay, hello world. And then the last is selamat datang. Selamat datang. This one. Also open the hello world Laravel. Hello Laravel. So how many URL can be accessed? The answer is 3. If browser opening syntax, is it open the first page? Yes. If browser opening syntax / welcome, is it open the first page of Laravel default? Welcome. Not found. Welcome not found. Hello world. Welcome is not found. So the answer is no. This one. If browser opening syntax hello world, the screen will show hello world. Hello world 4%. This one. Hello world 4%. Okay. So the answer is yes. Is the start selamat datang opening the first page of Laravel? Selamat datang. Opening the first. Yes. Why? Because it use view. It use view. Selamat datang, and it also open the view with name welcome, just like the default is welcome. Okay, this one is about routing. Simple routing. Any question? If you have any question, you can also put your question in chat. Not need to waiting for the questioning answer time. Okay, any question? Okay, next. Why we need root? Maybe in your previous programming class, usually we call it native or plain PHP. Some project PHP without any framework is calling native or plain PHP. Maybe you already have created some transactional website and it can be used functionally without any problem. You just can use PHP file and open the PHP file, and where you have to learn the routing. For example, you can use product.php for showing all product, check out PHP with ID1, for example, for making check out of our first transaction, the one ID transaction. And then maybe open the page about us page, for example, with the parameter slug. The reason, the first reason is this one is not SEO friendly. What is SEO? SEO is search engine optimizer. So if you have, for example, have a page, there is a product, many product in your website. If you use this one, for example, page, the product equal to something, it's not SEO friendly because the search engine maybe from Google just realize this one, the page, this one. The parameter will not what is called crawler will not crawl by Google. But if you use right routing like this one, product/category/ID, you can, the search engine Google crawler will be crawling this category also, the ID also. So like, for example, Tokopedia or something, if you want to buy something, jual, for example, laptop Asus Surabaya. So you can see the Tokopedia, for example, this one, tokopedia.com/find for searching Asus. This one is crawled Asus, and then Surabaya is also crawled. If you use your PHP or native PHP, might be still like this one. Find product equal to Asus, and then place maybe Surabaya. This one. This will not be crawled by Google. So you just, the Google just get this one. And that will not crawling the URL here. So the page will not grow, and when you start searching in Google, your page will not come to the first page of Google, like this one. Also Bukalapak, this one, laptop Surabaya Asus. Okay, this is the first reason why we use routing. The second reason, it hides the source code, so it will improve the security. The user will not see what PHP file that responding the URL. We cannot see what's the PHP file in the server that serve this URL. Different with this one, the user will see it directly, checkout.php. So if the hacker maybe doing some hacking, the hacker will search the checkout.php, searching the checkout.php file and maybe doing some hacking here. And the second reason is to hide the source code. Okay. Any question? Okay, next. Next, about parameterized routing. The routing can be parameterized. There is two types of parameter: required parameter and optional parameters. The required parameter, it will happen if the URL is complicated for calling the URL and have to fulfill the parameter, or else it will raise unexpected result. So, for example, user ID. If the user not fulfill the ID, it will raise an error. For example, this one is returning user ID. I will put it in our project. Code get user /ID. This one prepared for the parameter. The parameter will be stored in ID variable, the function ID. Maybe just return the text. User. Hello, user. And we put ID here. Okay, I will put it in the chat. Maybe you can copy it. This one. Okay. So we already put a new root here, user, and with ID parameter. We'll try user /1. It will raise hello user one. Hello user one. If we put 2 here, hello user 2. Okay. For example, this is student data. This is the, for example, NRP or student ID. If we put 1, maybe after we already learn the database, this parameter will going for selecting row in the database of student with ID equal to 1, and then open the database of the data of student with student ID 1 here. So we can use one page for opening the different user database, user data. We put 3 here, it will open the data with student ID equal to 3. Next in our next fix. This one, it will raise error if we not apply anything here. Test, also test. If we not apply anything here, it will not found. Okay, this one will be error, not found. Not found. It's called required parameter because the user have to fulfill the parameter here. Okay, next. This was another example. There is 2 parameters, post of something and comment of something. This one is 2 parameters. Also, you can also put the parameter here, for example, post, comment. You can put the parameter every this in here. For this one, for example, in Bukalapak, maybe this one is parameter. This one maybe category. This one subcategory, also parameter. And this one maybe the searching sentence. Kasus Surabaya. Maybe you can use another parameter here. Handphone, but I don't think maybe there is or not. Samsung. There is a Samsung handphone, Samsung here. Barang not phone. Maybe they use another routing. Samsung handphone. Sorry, we can search it in Google. Bukalapak Samsung handphone. This one handphone, and then there is subcategory HP smartphone, and then Samsung here. Okay, but actually the page is the same, but with different parameters. The page is the same. See, this one is the page, but the data use this 3 parameters: handphone, HP smartphone, and then Samsung here. Next, another parameter type is optional. Because it's optional, user can fulfill the parameter or not. And it have to create with some additional setting, for example, with the question mark here, and then with some default value here. Okay. For example, we create ID here. There's question mark here, and then default value here. Daniel. It's still used to accept the user parameter. This one still can accept, but if the user not put any parameter, it will use the default. Okay, this is the optional parameter. There is additional rules in the syntax, putting the question mark and putting also the default value. Next, and there's a named routing. Routing in Laravel can be named. We use this syntax like a row name, and the name. This one, a row name and the name of the routing. For example, user. This name can be used in the controller or in the another routing for contacting the root. For example, this one. This one reset in the controller root profile with parameter ID. Next, after we study about controller, we will maybe we will need to contact some root. So we can use like this one. Profile. The profile is the name, and it can be contacted here. Okay. This is about routing. Is there any question before we go to the view?
Okay.
We already see a view here. Maybe you have a question why we should create a name with Blade, not just PHP. In Laravel, we use Blade because there is Blade syntax. This Blade the blades can be used for native PHP or plain PHP, and also can use for Blade syntax. Blade syntax. Blade syntax, for example, if we create hello world here, this is hello Laravel. We put hello Laravel, we remove the Laravel, and we put, for example, nama ya. Hello nama. This is a Blade example of Blade syntax. Nama. This one is the same with, for example, this one is the same with PHP echo nama. This one is the same. Blade hybrid syntax, and this one native PHP syntax. Okay. Usually it will use some parameter. For example, we provide a parameter in hello world, in selamat datang, for example. Selamat datang slash something, nama here. And nama sih. Sorry. We still study about the view with parameter. We study about this one. So we will use like this one. We will use hello, for example, not hello, but hello with nama here. Nama equal to Daniel. Okay. This one returning view. Returning view with parameter nama. Okay, I will check it first. The nama. Okay, this one. Nama ya. Okay, we already study about optional parameter. This one. We already study about the get. This one hello. So if I use hello here, hello without anything, the nama will be valued with Daniel, and then in view will come, there is a parameter nama here. Nama will be asset, will be asset here, and then it output the nama here. Hello Daniel. Sorry. Unexpected root hello. I think there is some error here. Unexpected truth. Petik. This is the welcome. This is the return. This is also the return. Okay. Nama is undefined. This one nama is undefined here. Sorry, have to be this one. Nama equal to nama. This one. nama parameter taken, the value taken from the parameter here or here. Nah, hello Daniel. Also, we can put it here in the view. Selamat datang, for example. This one. Nama equal to nama. Equal to something. Because this one not supporting optional parameter like this one. For example, in the slide, Samantha. Nama equal to Samantha. If we use selamat datang, then it will open the welcome and it send nama equal to Samantha for the value of the nama parameter, and Samantha will be reset here. Selamat datang. This one. Okay. And we can put it in the bridge syntax like this one. Or also we can still use native PHP echo. It will Samantha, for example. In this example will be there is two Samantha string. This one Samantha. Because this one is equal to this one. This is bridge syntax and this is native PHP syntax. We still can use native PHP syntax. If you maybe don't know the syntax, the bridge syntax, but you already familiar with PHP syntax, you can still use this one. Another syntax also can use for if something, if hari equal to pagi, put some good morning. Else, and then and if. This is also bridge syntax. And if, comma, good night. So if we just open again this one, we not yet put any value for hari. It must be goes here because hari is equal to null. It must goes here and output the sentence good night. It will be hello Samantha, good night. Okay, I will check it. Oops, hari is undefined. Oh, sorry. We still have to define hari here. For example, hari equal to hari. hari equal to hari. The default is null, not but empty string. Selamat datang. Default is Daniel. For this one, use hello. We use hello for this checking. Hello. The default is Daniel, and the default hari is empty string. So it will open the welcome here. Hitting hello Daniel, and then checking the hari if equal pagi, but it goes false because the hari is empty string. So it will write this one, good night. Okay, we check it. Oops. Undefined variable hari still not defined here. Okay. Hello. Oh, kok selamat datang lagi. Hello. Nah, selamat datang terus here. Did not use any hari here. So we just provide the hari in hello. This one. Hello Daniel, good night. Okay. If we use for example Amir pagi, Amir slash pagi, it will goes here Amir, goes here pagi hari, and then this one goes Amir, and because hari equal to pagi, the next sentence is good morning. Hello Amir slash pagi. Hello Amir, good morning. Okay, this is another syntax of split. It's similar with this one. PHP blah 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 blah. This one. Good morning. Another PHP, and then else. And good night, and the end of the this one. This is the same. This way split syntax, and this one PHP native syntax. Okay, we can try it. So there will be two double good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Okay, we will see in the slide. View. View in Laravel, I said resource view. This one, resource view. Okay, with the SSN, we can accept HTML, PHP, and bridge syntax. This is the special character of Grid syntax, for example, for replacing echo. And then there is if, else, and there's also looping. But we can still use PHP native and any place in the template. More about Laravel Grid syntax, we can see it here in the documentation of Laravel Grid. This one also section is also Grid syntax. We will use it later in our meeting. There is section there. This one for showing the data. And then rendering JSON. And then looping if statement, if, else, that one, and if, and then looping. Where is the looping section? Switch, looping for. But again, if you're not familiar with Grid, you can still use PHP native. And there is no, you not have to use all in Grid in the project. Next in the project, you can still use PHP native. There's no difference in the examination. Okay, this one the example. We already use this one. For example, there's nama Samantha, and then nama variable put it here. And this one is JSON encode. This one is if, else if, and looping. We will use this one maybe for showing the data, looping for each this one. Looping for database table. There's a table, and then this one is row, one row of the table. And then we put the ID, the name, and something. So this one will be used in our next meeting. Another loop with while and while. Okay. So we push to the exercise. Okay, we still have maybe just 30 minutes. Just 15 minutes, I think. Okay, I will explain the exercise. Okay, modify your bakery shop website. Just modify it. And remove this one, our example here. Remove it. Okay, number one is very easy. If accessing localhost, then open your main page with your bakery shop name. I think name is very easy. Or you can use logo image on your bakery shop logo image. Okay, this one you can delete it, the links. Maybe we use just one link for the second This one on the second exercise. If user access localhost slash menu, this one slash menu, you can put it here slash menu like this one, and put the name of your bakery shop, for example, roti man. Roti man with one menu, also with menu string. Okay. Sorry. This one. Bakery stop. This one, I think. This one. Bakery stop. Roti man, and then menu. So I already create the first assign the exercise for you. Logo image here. Bakery shop logo image. Okay. Maybe it also need to show you where to put the image. So I will create some image here. Usually for the logo, I usually use cool text this one for creating logo. Cool text. I will create one template with name Roti Man. With size 200. Okay. I will create the logo and save it in public. Usually, user use public for saving the assets or image. Okay, I will save it. And Sam7 SD doc, and then bakery shop, and put file that you use usually in public here. In public, and sometimes you can create a folder that corresponding to the file type, for example, images for storing images that need in the application. I rename it with logo, for example, logo.png. .png goes here. Public image, and there is logo PNG here. And how to access this one? Maybe we can access it via image RG imgsrg images slash logo.png. Okay, I will check it first. This one, roti man. And for the menu, it goes / menu. It is the second exercise. If you click menu, it's still not fun, but you have to provide, there is 2 menu, just text for cake and pudding. You create another plate. For example, I will show you here. Creating the plate first. New file. Menu.plate.php. Actually, you can use simple HTML here. But you also can use like this one. We copy from the welcome and put it here. And maybe you can modify something here. For example, the title. That's the title. This one. Menu. Bakery shop. Menu. And this one also. The title is Roti Man. Oh, sorry. This should be Roti Man menu. The title goes here. This one. This one. The title goes here. Roti Man. And for menu, maybe we still use Roti Man. I think this is not used anymore. Can delete it. Maybe you still use the logo here. And also you can create a new menu here. For example, for cake. Menu / cake. And menu / pudding. This one is cake. This one is pudding. Okay, maybe you also have to replace the image, for example. We will search the image from Google. Cake and pudding. Desserts. This one. Okay, I will use it. Copy it. Save it in the image folder with name menu.jpg. So I will create, I will put the menu here. JPEG here. Menu plate. We already have menu.php, but we have to also create the routing here. create the routing. Maybe we can use a simple routing view here. If user open the URL menu, it will open the menu view. Menu here is the name of the view, and then it will open the views menu.read.php here. Maybe it without any parameter. This one. So you provide the root, create the new bleed, and put some HTML, modify the HTML here. This one. We'll check this exercise first. If user accessing a localhost menu or by clicking the menu link, or by clicking the menu link. So to menus, cake and pudding. User can click this menu to access menu.cake for the cake and menu/pudding for the pudding. This one. Okay, this is the first exercise. And if user click menu here, it goes to the menu here, and there is two links here for cake and for pudding. This one is too big. I will resize this one. Cake equal to speaks. Document as the main page, and then there's menu. User can access directly in here /menu or by clicking this menu. And there is cake and pudding. So for your exercise, I have already done your first and second exercise. The rest, write one view for handling above link. This one, menu/cake or menu/pudding. You can use, for example, category.bleed, just one category.bleed, and then you can use for cake, there is two products. If user open this one cake, you create two products, two cake product. And if pudding, you click the pudding, opening the two product of pudding. But you should create it in one view only. You create in one view, not use cake.bleed.php and pudding.bleed.php. Not use, just using one. For example, category.bleed.php. And how to initiate this one? you can use hard-coded with print if menu equal to something. For example, this one, the cake and the pudding is the sorry, it should not be menu here. Category. This one category. Category slash cake. This one is parameter, the parameter. So you just need to create the category view. The cake on the pudding is parameter, and in the view, you process the cake string and the pudding. If, for example, if the category, for example, this one, you put in category variable. This one is category variable. Also, this one category variable. You can create if category equal to cake. So you open, you create two product of the cake. Else, you open the two product of pudding. This one. This one category, and then every product can also click by user and goes to the product bakery ID. For example, you use ID here. So maybe there is an if switch, maybe you can use switch in the product because there is 4 product. You use switch or if you can use if product ID equal to 1, then you put the photo of product ID and the description. The description of the product goes in the product view. You not need to create the product description in this view, but you have to put the product description in this for exercise. Okay. So after you complete this one, if user click cake here, cake, you put 2 cake here, 2 cake. Or if user click pudding, it will show 2 pudding, 2 pudding product here. And if user click the product, one of the product pudding, click, you goes to the product detail. There is a description in there. Okay,